Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? JJ Wilson is here, and this will be another corner episode for the JJ Starwind's Corner. And I believe this will be number 25. Should be 25, correct? So, yeah, it's been a while since I posted a video. I'm actually recovering from an injury. I won't disclose as to what happened, but it was quite painful, and I had to get prescription drug for it just to heal up quicker. So my apologies for not uploading anything over the past week and a half or so. But lately in the YouTube sector, I've been seeing various videos, talking about status, talking about ambition, talking about getting where you want to be in life, right? And so today's topic, or this episode's topic, we'll talk about your image, controlling your image, right? After all, your own self-image is what's most important. So, you're probably wondering, what do you mean by control your own image? Well, after all, you know yourself better than anybody else, right? So, you should be able to understand the things that you like and what you don't like out of just society or life itself. So lately, guys on the tube, they're worried about how their so-called image is being portrayed out there in the media, meaning the United States media, since we're talking about America here. They're so worried about how they're being betrayed and whatnot, and they're playing on stereotypes, right? So it's funny because earlier this week, there was a movie from Disney, right, that came out, and it was called Stepdad, basically. And unfortunately, a certain segment of YouTube didn't appreciate that, and they were making all these reasons as to why, this was bad look and this is horrible. How could they do this to us like that? Like, come on now. Can't you guys could have picked this other person to be the stepdad instead of this guy and stuff like that? I said, well, although that particular stereotype is true if you've seen the trailer Stepdad, for the most part, it's not entirely true, because stats actually say that under a certain demographic, that particular group of men are childless and they're not dating single mothers. Oh yeah, in the Stepdad commercial slash film, you have a single mother with two children, and the guy steps in, and they seem to be enjoying their company very much, right? So that's what the movie was about, basically. I don't know if it's an actual film, but whatever. So yeah, I mean, guys are getting worked up because they're trying to defy the stereotypes. And while that's all great and everything, you shouldn't let that consume your judgment. You shouldn't let those images and those words within said media cloud your judgment, because once that happens, then you will eventually become said stereotype, because you pretty much let society dictate where your life is heading. That kind of deal. So, but on one hand, with the Stepdad film, you can kind of tell that the guy, he wasn't a bad dude. He was a fairly average person, see? And it wasn't like he was going to take advantage of the family or anything like that. So, and in real life, you do have step parents that come into the kids' lives, and next thing you know, they don't get along because the father was a creep, or maybe the mom was too arrogant, too bossy, or whatever. Whatever family difficulties that the child has to deal with, that's why, they have grudges with their step parents over time. And they eventually grow up to hate them, and they don't want anything to do with them and stuff like that. I got a situation like that right now within my family. One of our cousins ran off and stuff because she pretty much got tired of living underneath their roof and stuff like that. So you got those cases too. But overall, I mean, with you being a guy and everything, at the end of the day, you are responsible for your life, and you are responsible for the reputation that you place upon yourself around other people. So try your hardest not to let the media, this American media, try to tell you where you can and can't go, because that's definitely happening, whether you like it or not. Much of society is about to change from what I've been seeing, based on various videos I've looked at. Currency is changing. The way we're living is changing thanks to COVID, really for better and for worse. And, you just got to be careful. You have to be careful. You need to plan ahead accordingly, And I could touch into more detail on this and stuff if you would like. But that's kind of my thoughts about controlling your own image. You are your own boss. You shouldn't let other people try to tell you what you can and can't be, especially if it's a negative portrayal of yourself. Yeah, don't let the bad things define who you are, right? But if you guys have any more input about image and perception, yeah, feel free to say so in the comment section and I'll check it out. And I should have another episode coming soon, very soon. Okay? And that's all I got.